everyone. Well, once again, I'm so privileged to be with Alan Zall. Now, Alan is a business, probate, and real estate attorney. And I'm always looking for little tips to help you with your real estate and what to look out for. Now, Alan, today I know you're going to give us some tips on items that have to do with if you have rental property, tenants, right?
Correct.
And the second thing that was really interesting to me was some of the rules or things to watch out for when you're remodeling property, what contractors you use. So take it away, Alan, and thank you so much for being with me.
For sure. Yes, I want to talk about some new laws that went into effect January 1, 2025. One of them is the time frame for a person to answer an unlawful detainer complaint. So let me explain. The unlawful detainer complaint would be filed if you have a tenant in a property and they have not paid their rent.
Okay.
Now, for many years, the law used to be that after the complaint was filed, the other side had a 5 business day time frame to answer the complaint. But the law has changed as of January 1, as I indicated. Now the defendant would have 10 business days to answer the complaint.
The tenant.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
And so that's important because if you are the landlord, that provides a longer time frame for you to get a resolution of the matter.
Okay.
Perhaps to evict them and also perhaps to collect the unpaid rent.
Okay, so to boil down the ocean, if I'm a landlord, I can't really start any other future proceedings until after 10 days have passed that I've told them, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about 10 days. I'm talking about after you filed the actual
what I'm saying.
complaint,
Actually
a 10
filed it.
business
Okay,
day.
10
Now, clarify that does not include weekends.
Okay.
And if there's holidays,
Okay.
it does not include it. So it could conceivably, obviously it'd be more than 10 days because it's
10
business days.
Got it. Okay, good.
So that's important to know because if you are the landlord,
Yep.
it will take a little longer under the new legislation
Okay.
for you to get resolution of the matter.
Okay.
The other thing I want to talk about is the law also was changed January 1, 2025. If you hire a person who is unlicensed, example would be a handyman. Before January 1, the maximum dollar amount of the work, including labor and materials, that the handyman could do was $500 per year.
You mean without permits or something? Is that what we're talking about?
No, the amount of actual labor and material
handyman
value.
could do? Okay.
Now it is $1,000 effective.
That's more realistic.
Yes, it is effective January 1, 2025.
Okay.
Now, if you do not hire a handyman and you hire a licensed contractor for a larger job, here's some things I want you to be aware of. First of all, I want you to check the contractor's website and verify, one, that they are licensed. Number two, you want to verify if they have employees, they have workers' compensation.
Okay, where do people go for that? Because the website's not always true. If it's their website. Is there some government?
Sure, it's actually through the Contractors License Board.
Okay.
So if you go to that actual website and you put in the contractor's name and or their license number, their information will come up. Are they actively licensed? Is there any discipline against that
good.
particular contractor?
Right.
So you're going to check that first of all. Then if you're also going to ask them for insurance. Do they have general liability insurance to show you evidence of this and have your name also as an additional insured so that you have the protection of the insurance company for the specific job you're doing. The other thing you want to do is have a specific written contract. You do not want to rely upon oral agreements because those are difficult to prove if you ever have to go to court, and hopefully you don't. So I'm trying to give you preventative things to be aware of so it is not necessary to go to court.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is do not pay the full amount up front. You pay in progress payments. And in the contract, you need to spell out the start date, the anticipated closing date, exactly what work they're going to do, what materials are they going to provide, and then a schedule that you're going to pay them so much at this point, another amount at another point, because sometimes people pay with cash and they do not get receipts, and then they cannot establish the amount of money that they have paid. The other thing you want to be aware of is there are general contractors that are B licensees, and then there are subcontractors, or specialty contractors that are C licensed. So depending upon the type of job that you need to have done, for example, a roofer would be, I believe, a C39. So you want to make sure that the person that you hire has the appropriate license for the work that they are doing. That's very important.
Okay, you're making me think of something. So we had a new roof put on recently, and of course I checked all that out. I saw it, and he filed a permit with the city, right? The city came out, so we had that before he started. But on his bid or our quote, he had like, $2,000 to start, another $2,500 when the felt was on, another $2,500 when the new, not sheetrock, whatever the boards are they put on. Then another $5,000 when the full roof was on, the composition. So shouldn't a contractor have that payment schedule done already for you?
Yeah,
to read and approve?
Yes, yeah. It should be listed on this date, after X amount of work has been done, you will pay Y amount.
Right.
So that it's really clear, because you want to make sure at each stage they're getting paid. Yes, right. And there are limitations on the amount that they can collect up front.
Good.
So be aware of that, and don't, because where the problem comes in, and I've seen in certain cases, the person may pay too large an amount up front, and then the contractor doesn't complete the work or abandons the job. Now, there's a lot of good contractors out there. So you also want to check for referrals and ask them what jobs they have done, and then go visit the site and talk with the homeowners.
That's good. Referrals,
so
sure.
exactly. So you know that this person's reliable. They showed up on time. They did proper workmanship, provided good skilled labor for the property, because we want to have your job done professionally and for you to be happy after you've invested the money on the project.
Right. Well, one thing I love about you, Alan, you're an attorney, but you really care about your clients. And listen, you're really busy. You come here for nothing. It's not like I'm paying Alan to come here. He comes out of the goodness of his heart to give back to the community. So how can people get a hold of you if they want more details or work with you directly?
Sure. They could call me on my cell phone at 714-731-4811, or by email, which is Alan, ALANS, period, ZALL, @yahoo.com. And I appreciate the opportunity to come and enlighten your viewers so that they know the latest information. And I think it's great that you're providing that as a community service, because that's added value that you're providing your customers, so that they're more aware of what the latest situation is as far as legislation.
Yes, well, once again, in my opinion, there's nothing better than home ownership or investing in real estate to build your generational wealth. But we also want to give you information to keep things easy and to really be happy about your real estate. And so we're here to serve you in real estate. Of course, Alan is one of the best in the business when it comes to real estate, probate, and business law. So we thank you and look forward to serving you. Thank you so much, Alan.
Thank you.